Probably. There's a lot of horseshoe players out there that speak in that correct. Don't a lot of labels out there by the softball field. We used to put up flyers and stuff, and I see a lot of people looking. Like it gets a lot of thorough traffic of people coming through. But it was a pretty good advertising. Do you think I would want to be at contact for me? It's another one. All our Guad businesses do it themselves. Yeah. Otherwise, it's not. It's a private individual that actually runs it, but they used to work in Santa Maria design shop, and then they opened their own place. Very, yeah. Very good product. They run everything out of their home usually. So the next one is going to be C, which is Cinco de Mayo. So when I got hit with with cyclemania, it felt like the de Mayo was a week then. It felt like stretch on our roots. Unless you guys think otherwise, but to ask people to do both things within a 2 week period of each other, both apart. And originally they just did cyclemania from another that it's originally I had that well, to my understanding, Cinco de Mayo was we were breaking clothes out for food. We were asking different places like the water, like pretty much everyone we listed off to run food for people to do things out with. And then we're going to come back again. We also very similar things. Right? Except the other one, the line was scratched.
I would see. People,
I definitely think more people would attend Cinco than the bikes, but I also think this year with it being so short, I don't think we could get the dancers, music and stuff, but um. And the cycle sounds like that's already been committed to, so. I do see from our nonprofits, it is a redundancy of asking them to come out 2 weeks in a row. But I also, I feel the community, so I can,
Well, if there's something else that we can do.
are there any other concerts coming through? I know we've had a few recently. Have dance or band reached out to us even at all? See if you possibility. I don't think anyone's been reached out to previously, but I was looking back for some notes from last year, and I think all the dancing groups, and especially because they were school groups, were all secured in like December 1st. So we have some big, I mean, we're getting high school. I mean, it's not like, extreme, but they are very well known and it is a big holiday. So I can see that. I feel like the tradition being lost. I wonder if I could, I would love to be able to do something, but having to change it to make it where. Is the library doing anything, like any type of story times or musical events? Do we know, is anything in the community happening? Language reaching.
maybe if we don't have the whole park event, I feel like something.
30 plans for the display case at all, just like where we could maybe put the word out about like a nice static display where the women's history one's currently at. That might be something that we could do to honor tradition. For this year, we're small scale to make sure we don't let it go. We do the historical society doing anything with it?
I mean, this is we Q&A. So, what do you think? I mean that's what it's really all about. If people get
But if we reach,
it's give something really key, but something.
we have to stick with this.
Yeah.
If we're looking at Sunday, the day before, fourth.
would be good.
We're reaching out too, because a lot of it, they are also a big community connection builder. But see if they're doing anything, and then maybe that's our role, is just amplifying their event. Yeah. So maybe I would say FSA, the schools to see what if they're doing.
I could reach out to Chachi. Yeah, that thought process too.
For that one, we'll see what's feasible this year and plan on planning with a little bit more advanced notice next year, but trying to do something at least small for this year's Cinco de Mayo. For the next item, which is the drop-in volleyball and basketball, any updates on that?
For me, that was more on the show. I've gone over volleyball. Going strong. Basketball. We did have. We had a bit of.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If you have a chance to come on a Friday for basketball, it's pretty incredible to watch Joe and all the stuff he does, because he has such an amazing following of people that he's connected with, and it, big age range of people, and it's nice to see a lot of people just coming and getting out. So it's better physical fitness condition. I might be out there on the court, but Joe is very good with what he does on volleyball and basketball. Keep out the word to get people to drop in. Keep it going strong for quite a while. Next update would be on park updates. Item 8. Any updates on that?
Still just moving forward with the remodel of Paris Park. And then also I just got an invitation for a ribbon cutting ceremony for one of the.
That influencing minus.
Yeah, housing, right.
It's a new housing project. It's not a park.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one thing that is right by this.
I think it's being done at their.
They
in the center of it.
okay. I think they have a community center over there. They do, yeah.
That's really the.
Yeah, I got invited.
There's a park.
I haven't been over there yet, but maybe I'll see when.
Yeah, there's a park in the center of it, and then there's basketball courts on the outside of it.
Any other updates or any other questions for you guys on parks?
I don't.
All right, mobile veterinary clinic.
So the Humane Society's been running a mobile veterinary clinic around town, and we just signed on with them for starting in June. We'll do 2 a month. What they're doing is neutering, pre-neutering, and pre-spaying animals for people. So they'll do 1 week at the kennel, 1 week at the board, and just go back and forth between the person. Yeah, so they started it, yesterday was their second one. I don't know how the other one. Starting to shoot out 2 weeks.
other updates from you guys at all on other matters that weren't listed on our future business? I was gonna ask. I was like, come on, everybody, hold on, guys.
It was good. It was kind of the same amount of just around maybe like 20-ish people. But actually it brought in a couple new people. So every time it's kind of been sitting around there, but every time it seems a few new people come in, and the marquee helps. The new people are like, saw it on the marquee when it came over. It's really cool just to see how much the community appreciates it. Then vocally saying it and just seeing having people young and old come to mind. This is my first time. Especially see the elders just kind of go through that. It's like, wow, seeing the vulnerability they put out with their own somebody else. It's just special. It's cool. It's something that I appreciate to just witness. And, like I said, it's strengthening our community. And then for the younger crowd, I wish more young people would show. But the word's getting out, and there was this one. He was he's like, yeah, I don't know if I should read you like the past and then doesn't the other half of the and by the end he actually was like, he got up and he recited what he did something happened. That was really cool. Seeing the community members be empowered to get up there and be part of it. So it's cool. I'm glad to see another one in the books. Look forward to the next one. So it'll be May 16th.
Do you have social media for it, or
we do a gentleman who he's a poet there too, old Lawrence. He gathers our base emails and send out to flyer whatnot.
where my brain is going?
So maybe just have just ask that also made big amount. I feel like we get just fine. If people, have a little entertainment or something wants to go,
I don't know, answer who,
Yeah.
give me more.
Yeah. But yeah, I could reach out. I could contact there and we could send out an email. So like, hey, we're on this good market event. So, we'll fire to the library friends. We have like, hey, I would like to recite.
If Councilmember Fernandez already provided an update at City Council about the empowered voices. But for you guys that weren't there, I'll give you, we met here, it's been 2 weeks ago, we had about 20 people, it was a really great event. The goal was just trying to get people of all ages just to be able to think about how they could get involved in community involvement, what that looks like, and then also a little bit of a focus on like just mental health and stuff in general, like as you're getting involved in community activities and things, how do you sustain this as like a marathon, not a sprint, as far as taking care of yourself? And so we had a total of 3 different presenters, and we had one individual that's a therapist for the county of Santa Barbara kind of led us through some discussion and just thinking about positive ways to engage in not only community activism and just being involved in your community, but how to create and remove barriers within like the Latino community as well for getting resources and support. And then we had an individual who was an Elks Rodeo candidate a couple years ago. And she talked about her journey as a first generation college student, now going off to Cal Poly, and just how being involved with the Elks was really impactful for her life. And it's crazy. She said she raised it was either $50,000 or $60,000 as an Elk candidate, which I'm like, that like as a young teen to be raising that amount of money, it's just insane, like the hustle that went into that. And so that was really impactful to hear about like how she did that, why she did that, how that experience has really shaped her life as she's gone forward. Another individual is involved with a program called Youth something Santa Barbara. I forgot the name, but again, trying to get like high school students excited about giving back and getting involved in their community. We had some cupcakes, we had a flower bar, we had people of all ages. I think the youngest was one of the girls' brothers, and he was probably 8 or 9. And then the oldest, I won't put anyone's age out there, but I would say maybe like late 60s, early 70s. And it was a really cool opportunity to like cross share generational experiences, that while like everyone's on such a broad spectrum of life, that there was a lot of like nuggets of information that the people that were retired could be able to pass along to like these young teens at the very beginning of their college career and stuff. And so I thought it was a great event, especially for pulling it together in 2 weeks' notice. Nobody knew that it was that short of notice. And I thought it was just a great experience to be able to build on it.
Both Amelia and Christina said it was a great event. How did we advertise it? Did I get
I wish I would have it. Also, there was an email and there was so it all stemmed for like about 2 or 3 weeks before the first of, I think it was like March 1st hit, and I saw Christina. I was like, gosh, Women's History Month's coming up. Are we doing anything? And then it was like, okay, I think I know a few people that might be guest speakers. I'll be the facilitator. I think someone will give us cupcakes, So it was pulled together very last minute. We had a flyer created. It was loosely distributed, but in the future, we will have a much better plan.
probably what day was it?
It was a Sunday, the 17th maybe.
I missed the council meeting right before it because
Oh,
I had launched, and so I know probably why I didn't hear about it. So I'm like, wait, I didn't think
Yeah.
about it.
So hopefully we'll do another one. I felt like everyone really enjoyed it, and I personally enjoyed it. It was a great like experience, and I think it's so cool to see people that are like very young in their careers, and then also people that are like retired and just living their best lives, and like cross sharing life experiences, and how many things you can like learn from both populations. And it was like a group of movers and shakers, like a lot of people that are involved in a lot of things in the community, and a lot of people that are just very motivated to get others motivated about getting involved. Howard voice is too late to come to you.
It's always- We can eat it.
That's what when I was originally talking to Christina and we were thinking about a concept, it's kind of what you're saying about a lot of people just don't know, like if you're unhappy with something, you go on Facebook and there's like 100 comments about an issue and you're like, if those 100 people got off the computer and came to city council, I'm not advocating for that, I don't want to tell you, but you know, like how impactful that would be to have that on the record. Or even a couple of years ago, I think that was the first time I met you, Martin, was when it was that city, when we did that city planning something
yeah.
or other.
Yeah.
And I remember like you got up and like talked and you were like, where are my fellow Quadsters or whatever? And they're like very, I think there was like one girl that like raised her hand, a younger person. And I remember being like, we were in a shaker, you know?
Yeah, because we can introduce them. Yeah, it's frustrating because, you know, when decisions were made. And once they're already made, you know, the people, locals that have been here, they reacted, it's like, well, I didn't know, or I didn't, it's like, okay, well, you should have, you know, you get involved, because, you know, the people that, you know, voice their opinion are gonna be heard. Don't close mouth, don't get that. So it's just like, so I guess, you know, I could see, because sometimes, you know, especially I guess maybe younger generation, they just don't see where they fit in, but it's just kind of showing up and putting yourself out there, you know, like I've missed opportunities, because I just, you know, I was like, man, I just don't want to go and be in front of people, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it's like, it's really not as difficult as it is, because people, uh, regular people, so just voicing your opinion. I think events like that, and you know, I guess it's just kind of about keep trying, you know, different ideas, because I don't know if there's going to be one answer to it. Kind of they can catch on, it looks like word of mouth is, you know, old school that it is, it kind of is like, gotta be there, if it's worth, you know, talking about.
And another one, as we were like leaving the event a couple weeks ago, kind of like the challenge of like, hey, even if it's one or two people, and just tell your experience being here, and if it was a good experience, you know, or what we could do better. So hopefully it'll keep going, but trying to get more people involved. That was the only update I had from that event. That was kind of a funny theme throughout our thing, with a lot of us that are involved in a lot of things are like, we're tired, we need, you know, we need that next generation, that next link in the chain coming up, because we need to not make these efforts like rise and fall on a few people's shoulders. Like, how do we make way for the younger generation to get involved? And then really we try to just push, like, you don't have to have a particular skill at all. It's just if you feel that you could fit or contribute in some way, like put yourself out there, as scary as it is. We'll have another. And then just the last plug that I had, it's not necessarily city business, but it is a recreation business. Just a reminder that Guadalupe Bulldogs have open registration for football and cheerleading. It is ongoing. You can visit our website. Contact information is listed on there. It's going to be an amazing season. It is our biggest cheerleading season we've ever had. And football is doing really great as well. And we're also getting ready for our 20th anniversary Bulldog Gala coming up on the 28th of September. Youngest we can take is 6 upon director's approval. So I got 5.5 years old. She's not ready. Next year we'll be ready. So yeah. That's all that I have. Anything else? As far as minutes?
That's what-
Yeah.
Hi.
They were.
At the hopeless. I think we're getting back to it. The issue that we have is that
So, let me just change it to.
I mean, I only have one more.
Oh.
And my calendar. But. We're not.
I have a glare on there. We're good. All right, is anyone motion to end the meeting? All right, we're hereby adjourned. Quiet.